Okay, this is something that I've been planning on doing for quite some time, but watching exaggerated elegies rallying cry against banality has sort of spurred me on to do it. Yeah, besides, it's been almost a year since I had a really good rant on the internet about something. Um, so I thought I'd try to do two things really in this video. First, I thought I'd just let myself unleash the epic amounts of bile that I've been storing up for so long and just speak as opposed to heavily scripting it. So as a result, the little introductory animation you're watching at the moment is about to disappear, to be replaced by a sequence of screenshots and other such things. But also, I thought it might be fun, mainly for shits and giggles, I suppose, to treat this video as an exercise in seeing how many disparate groups of fanboys I can annoy in one video. So, without any further ado, let's kick things off. So, as we're on YouTube, I'll cover a few things that piss me off about YouTube. Primarily, it's people who start a video by saying, "This is a video I didn't want to have to make," or words to that effect. I mean, for fuck's sake, you prick. I mean, seriously, it's not as if someone's put a fucking gun to your head, is it? And said, "Make this video or I will blow your motherfucking brains out." No. It's your choice whether you make a video or not. I know what the sentiment is. I'm not an idiot, much for them tish, but I don't know. It's just, I suppose it's the arrogance of it, if that's the right word, that pisses me off. It's that. Oh, that they're treating the making of a video to spout an opinion that may or may not go down well with someone as a huge moral problem. I mean, seriously. What the fuck? Especially given the effort that goes into making even a simple video, collecting your thoughts, switching on your camera or your microphone or whatever recording device you choose to use, prattling on for however long, editing it if necessary, uploading it, waiting for it to process, perhaps checking it to make sure it's uploaded properly, and then making it. It's a fair amount of effort to go in to do something that you didn't want to have to do. Fucking hell. And also, in that sort of vein, people who thumb up and favourite their own videos, that does my nut in. I mean, Jesus. To me, that's the YouTube video equivalent of public masturbation. It's like, ooh, my new video. Thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, favourite! Where's the tissues? Geez, if you haven't got the confidence in your own output to just let it sit there and stand on its own merit, that you have to artificially pimp it somehow or bump it up, then change what you're doing. I mean, I think I've thumbed up one of my videos once, and that was entirely to see if I could do it. But oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, moving on from YouTube, we've got spoilers in reviews. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ on a pointy cunt flavoured stick. If you cannot review something without spoiling any parts of the plot, without spoiling any big reveals or shocking moments or good gags or whatever, then you are doing it wrong. I mean, Empire magazine and the Empire Film magazine, that is absolutely abysmal for spoilers. I mean, I've had certain parts of Four Lines and Drag Me to Hell, for example, ruined because I had the audacity to read the Empire review of those films. I mean, Christ, if anyone who read Kim Newman's review of Skyline, well, frankly, you may as well have just not bothered watching the fucking film, quite honestly. I mean, there are spoilers from the first bloody line. Newman, you're rubbish. Let's stick with films. Avatar. I hate that film. I really, with a fiery, unholy passion. I mean, when I first watched it, it was more of a dislike. Like like a slight crink in your elbow, or a mild toothache or something like that. But as time has gone on, I've grown to really loathe that film. Primarily, it's the people who are forever trying to tell me that there's more to the film than its spectacular visual effects. I mean, the visual effects are spectacular, do not get me wrong. But that's all that's spectacular about that film, quite honestly. I mean, it's not a patch on Cameron's earlier science fiction work. No one ever better try and tell me that Avatar is better than Aliens or The Terminator, two of the finest science fiction movies ever made. And also, moving on from Avatar, 3D movies. That really gets on. They really get on my goddamn trope. The number of films I've not been able to go and see because they've been in 3D is ridiculous. I mean, 2D shows are slowly but surely becoming few and far between. I mean, well done, Cameron. You've basically created cinematic segregation. Yeah, that was me applauding you for your utter... you bastard. I mean, seriously, I realise they're not necessarily the most universally popular movies, but I was fairly looking forward to going to see the latest Resident Evil movie. You know, I mean, I've enjoyed the other three, so I thought, what the hell, I wouldn't mind going to see that one. But it wasn't showing anywhere in my area in 2D, only in 3D. So, unsurprisingly, I didn't get to go and see it. Thank you, cinema people, thank you. You know, and another sort of thing with that is that the 3D movies put the ticket prices up. I mean, a friend of mine who did go and see Resident Evil, what was it? Oh, Afterlife. The ticket cost him 13 quid. That was for everything. You know, the surcharge, the glasses, and all that crap. A standard 2D ticket, standard ticket for an ordinary 2D film in the same cinema is £7.60. You're seriously going to tell me that's a good advancement for cinema? Christ. And also, I can't remember where, but I did recently read a report that said that last year, although takings at cinemas were up, attendance was down. Is that really what you want? Fewer people going to the cinema? Christ, people. It's a gimmick. Ah! What else can really do? Mario. That stupid plumber. I'm not entirely sure what it is about him. Maybe it's his annoying tash, or his stupid smug grin, or his stupid red hat with a stupid M on it, or his stupid blue and red dungarees, but that plumber annoys me. Ugh, stupid plumber. And Omo-chao. You know, first appeared in Sonic Adventure 2, and I wish he died a hideous, fiery, nuclear death. One of the single most annoying bastard characters in the history of anything ever. In fact, I will say I prefer Mario to Omo-chao, and seeing as how much I hate Mario, that gives you some idea as to how much I hate fucking Omo-chao. I mean, if he died in a huge nuclear explosion that took out the whole of Chao World, I would not be upset. What else? Yeah, sticking with movies. The clusterfuck that seems to have ensued with orders of the Ultra Smurfs movie. I'm sorry, not the Ultra Smurfs, the Ultramarines movie from Codex Pictures. You know, it's their first release as a studio, and they fucked it up. I mean, they're blaming external suppliers and all that shit, but that shouldn't have happened. I mean, it's not as if it's been a fucking surprise, is it? I mean, I don't know how many of you out there watching this have pre-ordered the fucking thing. But it's just, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Ugh, how do you fuck something that simple up? Seriously. Sticking with the 40k sort of theme, it's pissed me off that the Black Libraries decided to serialise Phalanx, which is the latest in the Soul Drinkers series, and they decided to serialise it in some stupid online magazine called Hammer and Bolter, as opposed to releasing it in a nice, you know, paperback book where I can just buy the book and, you know, read it all. You know, no, that's not going to be released for about a year or something ridiculous like that. How do you fuck that up? You know, it's just, I heard some rubbish justifications for that on another website. You know, talking about how the Black Library's release schedule was rather full for the year. But that's no excuse. Are you telling me it was a surprise? Are you telling me this 120,000 word or whatever it is manuscript landed on the Black Library's desk, and the guy in charge of it went, "What the hell is this? Where did this book come from? I wasn't expecting it." And on that sort of note, the Black Library Bolthole. Now, the Black Library used to have forums, but when they redid the website, the forums disappeared, and a few fans made their own Bolthole. You know, it's basically populated by some of the more prominent members from the Black Library forums as was. But the problem with them is that they are the greatest collection of Black Library fanboys you are ever likely to come across. I mean, they are such a huge collection of suck-ups. I mean, it's blatantly obvious that all they really want to do is to get published by the Black Library or whatever, or that's their aim. So they suck up, and they never call bullshit when they see bullshit. I'm not going to tell you who I am on there. You may be able to guess if you look hard enough, but suffice to say, I don't post there hardly ever at all. Really, never really did. But anyway, it's just too many fanboys on there. Ooh, I'm talking about fanboys. Steam and Steamworks. They are technically different things, but unfortunately, the way the bastards at Valve got it set up is that you can't have one without the other, and that fucks me off as well. But primarily, it's the number of dipshits who think that the Steamworks DRM system is an acceptable form of DRM. It most certainly fucking is not. Any DRM system that can or any system at all that can effectively remove access to your games collection for no reason whatsoever is utter bullshit, and it pisses me off that a majority of gamers, it seems, are just happy to bend over and take the ramming. I mean, what are you just you don't get anything good in return. I mean, the conveniences it Steam offers are bullshit. No CD, who gives a fuck? I mean, seriously, is it so much fucking effort to put a disc in a drive? Or auto-patching, yeah, because it was such a fucking chore, wasn't it? Going to the dev's website, or going to FileShack and just downloading the executable patch file. That was such a problem. And also, but the thing, at least when you had to download the patches yourself, it meant that it was entirely your choice. It wasn't forced on you because you've got to uncheck some sort of stupid fucking box or whatever. But it's just the fact that people are happy to take it. That does my head in. Especially the defense of it that really pisses me off. Because people, you can, and indeed people have, lost access to their games collections. And sure enough, when someone mentions it, the fanboys come along and say, oh, well, no company's perfect, every company makes mistakes and everything. And that is entirely true. Every company does make mistakes. But the point is, the thing is, they missed the fucking point. It shouldn't be able to happen in the first place. And before some smug bastard says something along the lines of, oh, well, you never owned your games anyway, or something, just read the EULA. Yeah, there's a difference between what the EULA says and what can be enforced. You're basically just accepting that they can fuck you over whenever you like, and it's okay that it is now enforceable. You're accepting it. You shouldn't fucking accept it. And I'm not even halfway done with the things I'm going to rant about, so this is going to turn into a multi-parter. So until next time, keep the rage!